that as this series continues. The winner here will make it through into the top 8, sail through the upper bracket. Team Vitality had it all their own way. To be fair, so did Twisted Minds against TSM. They both had relatively easy matches. It's going to be who is the first team to really settle into a proper match of Rocket League.
Yeah, it really is, and they both had to play very late as well yesterday. We had Vitality in the famous 2-hour-long series that's going to go down in history for many reasons. And then Twisted Minds having to wait until after it to play their game at the very end of the day. So right now they're playing at local time 5:43 p.m. Lovely time, just as the sun is setting outside and you don't need to put on your sun cream, Cole.
I still do. If anyone does, it's me.
When the sun is set?
Yes.
Where you worried it's going to bounce off the moon and give you sunburn?
If anyone can get sunburn from the moon, it is me. Anyway, enough about me and my pale little ginger skin. Let's go to Team Vitality versus Twisted Minds. It will be an absolute blowout of mechanical prowess between these two. And the man on the ball early doors, Zen, gets it towards Rise, a player who's been the thorn in the side of so many French teams in his time. He'll be hoping to do the same again in this one.
Yeah, Rise and Monkey Moon, of course, made a grand final of the World Championship together. Monkey Moon's worst RLCS end-of-season performance, with the other two being wins. Just triple commit there for Vitality on the goal line. Everybody thinking, uh-oh, here comes a shot. Somebody get out for that, and another save comes through. Monkey Moon had to make that one solo.
Quick start for Twisted Minds, but here comes Vitality down the other side. It's Monkey Moon on the counter. The touch from Zen helped it to him.
It was exotic forward to Zen. Redirect, skimming it into the crossbar. And of course, you've always got to think that it's on target when Zen's making a touch like that. That's what the defender thought. Monkey Moon made sure of the rebound.
A little bit of extra pressure for Team Vitality. I'm sure that the org owners won't have been reminding them that if Vitality win this, they'll be going back to 3rd by themselves in the Club Championship rankings, escaping Virtus.pro at least for now. So extra onus on Team Vitality to win this one and make that top 8 as soon as possible.
Absolutely, and it must be interesting having seen those org group chats and those instructions coming through. Great save by Atomic on Monkey Moon's shot. Expect that he would save that shot though, with the blast of defending that it's got available to him. Oh, a chance now at the other end. Zen with the pre-jump, saves it on the goal line.
Huge block there from Naupo, or on Naupo from Zen. Rise goes high. Twisted Minds can't be too disappointed with the start they've had. Obviously they're a goal down, but have had some massive chances.
They have.
As Exotic is then called into action defensively himself. But here is Zen. One half of that blowout that we saw in Birmingham. Monkey Moon gets the flip reset nearly. Almost there. Team Vitality happy to soak up some pressure. And hopefully for them, take the opportunities as and when they come.
And it was Esports World Cup last year where Exotic and Monkey Moon's season turned around. They were not looking too great, especially on lands before Esports World Cup came around and they won it. It's with Zen alongside them. They're looking to repeat it. Zen is in front of Monkey Moon, opening the door for him to make it 2-0. The defense had no chance in the 1v2.
All Atomic could do was stay still and hope that Zen wouldn't get him, but you can see there Atomic waves goodbye to the camera as he passes. Zen was not having him in his way. The composure there from Team Vitality. You do see those opportunities saved at times. I remember Zen himself being 3v1 and getting a save like that when Vitality got that.
Oh, wow.
Historic, perfect split when he first joined the team. They're a little while away from that with this Vitality roster, but they've always got that potential. But here's Atomic, goes underneath Zen. You can't let him go underneath.
Oh!
Atomic almost threads the needle, but just about hits the post.
Oh, so far, I mean, that would have changed the tune, of course, but so far it's been Vitality. I've had the better synergy, had the full team performing well. Defense has been a different level for them as well. That's another goal line save. But they've had plenty bodies goal side of every single shot that Twisted Minds have taken.
I think the triple commit that they got straight away, but it was scored then by them straight after, pretty much sums up the way Team Vitality are defending in this one. They can attack too with Zen. Of course, he's able to generate an almost impossible angle from there. He'll go again. Monkey Moon's underneath it. And what I would say, Team Vitality, they've been getting in each other's way when they've been losing series this season. It's like they've got these 3 amazing players, but they don't quite know how to play around each other. So far in this event, and certainly in this game, they've known how to play around each other. That's a huge shot from Naupo. Bullies it home.
What a pass mid. The threat of the backboard touch was there. That's where Monkey Moon went. The threat of the immediate shot was there. Zen was rotating in for it, but the mid pass uncovered. And that's your man now, put with the finish. Absolutely slams it top shelf.
I think what Twisted Minds are realizing, though, is that Team Vitality always have at least one player in goal. So shots are going to have to be powerful. They're going to have to be accurate. They can't just trickle them home. The crowd will be hoping that Twisted Minds are able to build up. The quickfire 1-2, it's 2-2.
And everyone's getting involved for Twisted Minds. It's Rise with the touch, or sorry, it's now put the touch off the sidewall. That's an intentional pass to Atomic, who beats the defender to put it in. And suddenly the momentum swung in the way of the hometown favourites.
Team Vitality were looking stronger in the opening half of this opening game. Can they get that back? Here's Zen, goes for a flip reset but fakes it out. He'll use it to get his wave dash to keep a little bit of pace. Monkey Moon's coming in. Exotic as the third man arrives. He's almost redirected there by, I think it was Monkey Moon, but instead Rise can come away with 100 boosts.
You know, Gibbs
Twisted Minds can slow it down.
I reckon Gibbs would have scored that.
The redirect king.
Yeah. Pretty tough at pro play level though, and great reaction time. So many goal line saves in this match. Every shot has been respected. Now Zen taking the scenic route on the counter attack. Left to right, has to leave the ball behind. Atomic takes over, looking infield towards Nightblood. He doesn't commit too hard to the play, but now here comes Zen again. And he's accidentally flipped off the wall, a rare mistake.
Yeah, you won't see that too often. Normally Zen will at least cause some trouble, but
it's in.
Who are we, Johnny, to question Zen? This is what he knew was going to happen.
Oh, well, Rise has looked for an output in the middle there, but Monkey Moon's read it so early, and if there's one player in the open era that you don't want challenging an outlet pass in the air, it's Monkey Moon. He gets up so quickly, and he sticks it straight into the net.
He's known to have that crazy sensitivity in his sticks as well in the threes, whereas most players are between 1.4 and about 2.2. Monkey Moon hugely speedy in his movements. 45 seconds for Twisted Minds to come back again. They'll be frustrated after that one, giving away a goal to allow Monkey Moon to get his Game 1 hat-trick. A man who, for so many seasons, has improved as the season has gone on. Looks to be doing the same again. 30 left now. Monkey Moon gets taken out by Rise. Exotic beats now poke to the ball. And Vitality love where this ball is. If they can keep it here for the next 20, they'll be happy. And that steals even more seconds away. Zen doesn't score, but it doesn't matter too much. They'll just be happy to keep the ball camped.
I think Rise landed on him. I think he landed on Nowpost. He was trying to leave the ball and let Nowpost start an air dribble from the ground. I think he landed on him, just prevented the jump. Unfortunate, but still a chance to redeem themselves. Rise looking to get the ball to the middle. It's looking awkward for Vitality, but it does go into the ground. And they hold on for the 3-2 win.
Team Vitality rally after losing the 2-goal lead. A very impressive and professional performance from them. Zen sips a well-earned drink, a pink drink, sort of energy drink in there, I'm sure, into the water to keep them going, because it is long days here, of course. We're playing this one pretty late at 10 to 6. We'll go into the night here in Saudi Arabia.
I feel like this is the morning, though, whenever we come here. The afternoon feels like the morning. The evening feels like the afternoon. Night feels like the evening. It's just everybody's operating on later hours over here. Zen with the redirect touch. Have to respect his ability to put that in. That's all the defenders are thinking when he shoots that. And then, great save. I mean, reflexes had to be there. Keep that one out.
Genius from Zen there to fake that he was going to do something amazing and instead just fling himself past the ball so Monkey Moon could come in there for the hat-trick. That is, you only get that from the best player in the world in Zen. But there he is there, the open era GOAT, the GOAT himself. Monkey Moon, he's won World Championships, he's won Majors, he's won Esports World Cups, current reigning champion here as well. He'll be relishing the opportunity to face off against another Middle Eastern side in Saudi Arabia. Won't worry him at all about the crowds against him. He's actually, I do admire Monkey Moon's, it's not even his villain arc, it's just his loving being booed arc.
Yeah. An interesting statistic from that first game is actually Vitality were struggling on zero boost for much longer than Twisted Minds were. 80% more time spent on zero boost, which is not what you would think looking at the victorious Vitality in that game, but they were able to compose themselves and make good plays with zero, despite being forced into the low boost many times. That's a good save, but is there another one? No, there's not. Zen makes it 1-0, and it's all Vitality so far in the series.
Yeah, they've had all the pressure, despite those 2 goals from Twisted Minds. They were somewhat against the run of play. And the main reason for that is when Twisted Minds are coming forward, Vitality are timing those last-minute flings at the ball so well. And those Vitality fans that have travelled over Certainly beginning to believe this might be the Monkey Moon show here at the Esports World Cup yet again. Scores in the first game, gets the assist there for Zen. Twisted Minds almost get one straight back, but again, Vitality emerge with the ball with boost control, with Zen having everything to himself. And a miss there from Rise on the backboard. He recovers, but they're looking jumpy, Twisted Minds.
They are indeed. They need to try and regain midfield control. They certainly had plenty of it in game one. They had far more control of those mid boosts. And this game has been a different story. Vitality pressing forward. It's really what the main advantage is when you can get the opponents into defense, is you're putting them on, you know, they're having to fight each other for the small boosts and the back corner ones. It's not all about stealing the back corner boost. It's about controlling the mid ones as well. You just have far more at your disposal. That's why offense in Rocket League generally beats defense. It's looking dangerous to the defense here, but Vitality do survive.
Vitality always seem to have boosts when Twisted Minds are coming forwards in those key moments, even though Twisted Minds have more of it that time. Look at Exotic forcing Nalpo to go high, and Zen is waiting. No one's following up from Twisted Minds. Atomic was just a few steps back, couldn't make the most of Nalpo's work. Nalpo puts it into the center, but it's cleared away. Yeah,
they had both players kind of tracking the same side of the pitch there, both moving over to the back post. The ball came towards an ear post again. No one is there to tap it in. And yeah, Vitality, they're sending everybody. Whenever Nalpo's on the ball, they're just trying to stop it at all costs. And very much the same just in Minds POV when Zen's up in the air. They just know that the first player is getting outplayed.
Monkey Moon gets a 50-50 teed up with Atomic, but Atomic wins it. Rise puts it into the center, now Poe's underneath, but can't go for that one again. Monkey Moon using all of his boosts, Exotic using all of his, but still somehow getting a 50-50. Twisted Minds had to be reading these Vitality touches because Vitality are getting to the second ball all too often, in my opinion.
Oh, what a touch by Atomic. That's definitely caught Vitality by surprise briefly. Open mid-pass. Rise finds it with the ceiling pinch. Extremely creative. Once again, Vitality have read it ahead of time, and it's been about those interceptions at the end of the last game and now into game two as well. Rise finds it open with a low 50 and tries to 50 it back, but it's gone too far back for Atomic, who has pressed up.
It's a chance though for Nalpo. He goes to the sky, he shoots. Monkey Moon was already up and waiting for it. That's exactly where the Frenchman wanted Nalpo to shoot. And keep an eye, by the way, on Team Vitality and how many of them are grounded in front of their own goal when Twisted Minds come forwards. Every time it happens, they have men back, ready to defend. Again, that time, it was Exotic on the backboard. It's looking relatively simple from Team Vitality, even though the heat map of the ball will say it's always been in blue territory. They've rarely looked threatened, and then when Zen comes forwards, as you say, Johnny, they're expecting him to beat the first man, but he can also beat the second and the third.
There's still that 1-0 lead. Vitality won by a single goal in the last game. They're a very disciplined team, of course, so much experience across the board. Atomic with a nice interception on that play. Rise trying to continue it forward. Atomic's tripping up Monkey Moon, but doesn't land it at a key moment. Just over a minute remaining in this game. As of yet, there's been nothing to cheer about for the home crowd.
Zen has control here as well. It could get even worse. He gets the flip reset. He's nudged out the way. Rise lets it bounce to Atomic. Twisted Minds need to remain patient here. They'll know that a minute is an absolute age in Rocket League. Plenty of time for different things to happen. And Zen's caught out here.
Skim.
Instead, he goes for a psycho. I say he's caught out. What I mean is saying a psycho infield pass, but Zen was back, clears it long.
You know, Zen, as he often does, just plays well within his means. He doesn't try to take it too aggressively. Oh, what's in? Exotic with a monster dunk in the back corner. And Rise thought he had more time here. He thought he had control, but he just got a bit too underneath the ball there. And it's the worst case scenario.
I think we saw the picture-in-picture of Rise there as that moment happened. I think he said, my bad. I think he took responsibility for that one immediately, which is the captaincy and maturity we expect from Rise.
Oh, he's missed the ball there again. I mean, they've got to lock in here, Twisted Minds. They're known to reverse sweep European teams, but it's not something they want to do from the get-go.
You don't want to get in that habit, do you, of having to do that?
Do they have an answer? Do they have a goal? Something to celebrate in this game. Has to happen now if it's going to be relevant in terms of the game's result, but Exotic, not for the first time this game, covers the backboard, and it's going to go top in. Zen with the goal credit, 13 seconds to go. It's all over in game two.
Yeah, right now, nothing is going Twisted Minds' way. We did see similar earlier on when NRG faced Carmine Corp. The first couple of games looked like this, and NRG suddenly stepped up. Twisted Mind's more than capable of doing the same, but up to this point, it's been an absolute masterclass from Coach Casio. He is playing Twisted Minds off the park.
Trying to give Middle East their first loss. Trying to give Saudi Arabia their first loss at this event. Balkans are, of course, 2-0 through into the quarterfinals. Twisted Minds currently 1 win, no losses, but they're going to need to reverse sweep Vitality as Zen just gets the flip reset handoff. Looking like a high-level bot there with the assist for the 4th goal.
Well, our stage host Seltzer had an amazing line coming into this one, of saying that Team Vitality are trying to prove that a hive mind is better than a twisted mind, and so far they are all working on the same way. You see why I'm not out there, by the way? I totally fluffed,
yeah,
just referencing.
You kind of, yeah.
Yeah, that was my audition, and I failed miserably.
Well, Rachel, your job's safe for now.
Yeah, more than.
From Cole. We've been seeing a lot of that hive mind kind of play. It does apply to Vitality, and indeed Monkey Moon. Monkey Moon is a new Vitality player alongside Exotic for this season. Zen's been with them for a few seasons, but every Monkey Moon team throughout the open era, Atomic nearly got a nice redirect there to tie the game. Yeah, every Monkey Moon team, when they're operating at full power, they do look like a hive mind. But you mentioned it earlier in the series, when things are going wrong for Monkey Moon teams in the open era, it's because they're not on the same page. They're double committing, they're team bumping each other, they're getting in each other's way, they're not reading each other on the pitch. But Vitality have not had that problem, and for the rest of the Rocket League world, it's a bit scary because Monkey Moon teams tend to do this at the end of every season. He's first place, second place, first place in RLCS Worlds since the open era started.
Which is just an incredible run from Monkey Moon. Oh, it's like they're back. The dynamic duo, Shogi and Johnny Boy, back for more. It always catches me out when I suddenly hear Shogun going 3. Anyway, I should go over it. It's going to happen every single series. But we do head into game 3. Team Vitality look to have this one in the palm of their hands. Are they able to clutch it for themselves and claim what they feel is theirs? Exotic tees up Monkey Moon. Monkey Moon almost gets it through. And Twisted Minds is looking like they're going to have to do some defending early on.
Well, perhaps unsurprisingly to Naupo fans, Twisted Minds have been the faster of the two teams in this matchup, but it hasn't made a difference. Vitality have been more precise, they've been more deliberate with their speed. It's the bursts of pace for Vitality, as opposed to the constant zooming around the midfield that Twisted Minds have opted for. Now here comes Zen. Oh, what a reset! Rattled off the post and then in from Exotic. Back post support at the perfect time.
But it wasn't just the mechs as well, it was the fake out before. Twisted Minds had ball control. Zen just waited. He let the opponent dive past the ball, then he took control, and then begins the Zen masterpiece. The flip reset at the end, it was followed up well. Just a stunning game of 3v3 Rocket League there. Beautiful play.
It's just another continuation of what we've been seeing all day. Oh, open net now for Rise. He buries it. That was a scary one because you can see the defender coming back, so there's a bit of urgency to hit the open net. And whenever there's some kind of time constraint in an open goal, any kind of pressure, you don't want to be in that position. But perfect outlet pass gives Twisted Minds the equalizer.
I mean, Rise was known as the Iceman, not because of his open goal finishes, it was because of his ability to win Game 5s and Game 7s. But it can extend to open goals as well, as Monkey Moon puts that one just above the crossbar. Exotic has Atomic in front of him. Atomic takes control of the ball though, and Exotic's been taken out. This is another real chance for Twisted Minds. They have some momentum for the first time in this series. Rise and Naupo, neither of them can shoot. Naupo eventually manages to angle his way there. Zen saves it and gets it towards Exotic. Great defending Zen in the end.
They definitely got their minds in a bit of a twist there. They weren't on the same page. Naupo trying to solo play, Rise call in, fake it so he would have an open net. But you know, either one of those plays would have been fine, but only if you both make the same play. As it was, Twisted Minds attack faded, and now they have to rebuild. They have to get the ball off Zen, which is one of the hardest things to do in Rocket League. So many of these young mechanical players underrated with their ability to just stick to the ball. Here's Atomic doing just that with a reset. And saved by Monkey Moon.
Yeah, lovely opportunity there for Twisted Minds. They had Vitality looking pretty flat-footed, directly below the ball instead of in front of it, so they couldn't attack it. Vitality did enough, just about. Huge pitch comes in. There was one demo, if there could have been two, that was flying straight in. Instead, it remains 1-1, and Twisted Minds This remains their best opportunity in the series. If they can get the next goal, they'll have their first lead and their first real shot of belief in this one.
Well, Epos hit that backwards. Atomic's ready for it, but Vitality are just reading absolutely everything right now. Zen off the ceiling, looking to get it downwards, but Rise in the nick of time intercepts it. Epos backwards here. Atomic's able to cover and then the ball long again. Twisted Minds have been leaving players lingering upfield. They have had outlet pass options, bump options. That's how they scored their first goal, but it's going to be tricky to take Vitality out when they're playing this well.
Well, there's a miss there from Monkey Moon, but it just fall on a plate for Zen. Atomic towards Rise. Now posed underneath. Rise would love to get this ball to his more mechanical teammate. He tries to a couple of touches, does well to get it over the top of Exotic. And again, it's going nowhere. Vitality forced Twisted Minds into corners. Again, it's lost 50-50, but it's just gone straight into the Vitality corner.
Oh!
Zen has gone. Oh! And now pulls out the difference.
The ceiling pitch from the mechanical mastermind. How's he got that much power on it? Just tickled the ceiling as he got in the way of it. Exotic has been hard red, and Twisted Minds finally get their noses in front.
Vitality are far from out the woods right now. And this is interesting because now we can't see Vitality show the same level of patience. Of course, the next minute and a half, it's a long time in Rocket League, but Vitality at some point are going to have to exert themselves, and Twisted Minds maybe can lull them into a trap. They have to avoid getting excited themselves and overcommitting. Nalpo having control of the ball will help with that. He has 40 boost as well, which is maybe more than Team Vitality expects. Gets it around the corner. Monkey Moon uses all of his once more. Exotic has nothing. They're pretty low. Monkey Moon gets half a touch out into the corner. And now that's what they want. Monkey Moon searching for somebody to bump. There was too much space from Twisted Minds in the ball, and Vitality punished.
Monkey Moon running interference, just covered in no man's land so nobody can close the distance. And that gives them the opportunity to find Exotic upfield. And once again, it's head in hands for the hometown fans.
Vitality have this series in their midst. Twisted Minds have had their best game so far in game 3, though. Here's Monkey Moon, bumps out Atomic, gets him. There's a touch from Zen to the back post.
Oh!
Huge save from Nalpo, but Exotic sneaks it into the near post. What more can Nalpo do?
Well, if you like that save, here's another look at it. Unreal read. But it's Exotic again, the finisher. In a recent Twitter AMA, Monkey Moon actually said, he answered the question, if you got one player on your team who you want to hit the finishing shot of a World Championship, who would it be? And he said Exotic. And it's because of things like this. He just puts it away, no nonsense.
And for the first time this series, either Exotic from the angle. And now Twisted Minds have to chuck everything at it to stay in this upper bracket. Rise goes over the top. Zen on the backboard, gets it away. There's no boost again for Team Vitality. Monkey Moon and Zen getting each other's way. That's a bit of a warning sign of what we've seen of Team Vitality. They are getting a bit itchy in the last 30 seconds here. Rise takes a touch. Zen's flying nowhere. Monkey Moon comes in from the side, and Zen can clear.
Well, Zen's just hit that in reverse. Clear the halfway line. Buying Vitality some time. Now Twisted Minds. Oh, they're trying to get the pre-jump started. Atomic does get the ball forward, but Zen's got a full tank of boost, so that's the worst possible scenario for Twisted Minds. And it's gone the full length of the pitch once again to Exotic. He's scored 4 in game 3.
You can't give Zen that much time. You can see Twisted Minds were trying to rush things. But Team Vitality have played this series to absolute perfection. This was the performance of a team who want to go on to win this title. They want to go on to win the World Championship. This was the super team we were promised. And Twisted Minds barely had an answer. Team Vitality supreme.
Monkey Moon, of course, giving the thumbs down to the crowd. This is one guy you don't want to boo if history has taught us anything. One of the best villains that Rocket League's ever seen. We've had Calm in London, but Monkey Moon all around the world. Your team's, probably, I'd say, yeah, your team's least favorite player if you're